Help, help. Oh, how can I help? What? Is there a way I can help? I need help. Do you want help? What?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode where we dive deep into the modern dating jungle. And oh boy, today we're entering the battlefield of single, independent modern women having emotional meltdowns publicly while screaming, "Ah, friends, it's so hard being independent. I need help, but I don't want a man, but I need one, but I'm strong, but I'm collapsing." You see, the irony is so thick you could slice it with a butter knife. Let's break it all down, piece by piece.
This is a very vulnerable video because I just got done having a mental breakdown. But to all of my single gals out there who live on their own and get all of their stuff for themselves on their own, I am proud of you because I am one of those people and it is so hard sometimes. I feel so secure in being single and being on my own, and I really enjoy it, but the hardest factor of it is money. It's so hard to feel so good being single, but wish so badly that you just had, a partner to be able to rely on a little bit as well. You guys could both rely on each other when it comes to finances and stuff like that, like rent, groceries, just anything. It's honestly so hard sometimes seeing my friends who are pretty much all in long-term relationships and living with their significant others. And meanwhile, I just made a spreadsheet of the things that my money goes towards, because I'm looking for a new apartment, and apartments are so expensive right now, especially just to live alone. Why do some places want you to cough up over $2,000 for a 300 square foot apartment that's a studio apartment? It's absolutely ridiculous. I should be able to support myself on my income and be able to afford my rent, but I can't because all of you crappy landlords out there want to charge literally an arm and a leg for me to be able to have a roof over my head. Anyways, the point of this video is just saying, for all of you girlies out there taking care of yourselves, I see you, because it is not easy to do. And I don't know, any girls who are out there being able to do that and being able to pay their rent and also occasionally do things that they enjoy or maybe treat themselves to something every now and then, how are you doing it? How are you doing it? Because I think I might be at my breaking point.
In one breath, they're screaming empowerment. I don't need no man, friend. I got my own car, my own apartment, I pay my own bills. And then, not 5 minutes later, they're on TikTok sobbing into the camera because life as an independent woman is expensive. Shocking, right? Welcome to adulthood, darling. This is the delusion modern society sold to women. Girl boss culture told them that being single and independent would be empowering, fun, and financially rewarding. Instead, they're discovering what millions of single men have known forever. Life is expensive when you're paying for it alone. One girl crying, "I just spent $600 on brakes for my car, and then my car payment was $500. I spent $1,100 in 3 hours. It's so overwhelming." And friend, welcome to real life. That's what being an adult is. You work, you pay, you fix, you replace, you hustle, repeat. But modern women were told that they would live like Harry Bradshaw sipping cosmopolitans while magically affording expensive apartments, endless vacations, designer shoes without ever needing a man. Newsflash, that was TV, honey. It's not real life.
Wrong. I love being single and I love living alone. It's great. It's fantastic, but fuck, it's expensive. Ah! I just spent $600 on brakes on my car, just on the front part of the car, because I couldn't afford all four brakes and axles and rotors and whatever the fuck. And then now I just paid my car payment, which is $500, so I just blew $1,100 in 3 hours, and it wasn't even fun, Fuck. Sorry, it's just so overwhelming. you work and 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 you work, and it's just to pay off like your basic necessities. And you can, like, in this city that I live in, public transport, please. If I were to do public transport, it's like asking to get rate, and I really shouldn't be crying because now I have to go to another work event, and now I'm gonna be all puffy. I'm just, living is so expensive. Just keeping yourself alive and floating is so expensive. And what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted is if I were to take public transport here, especially for my job requires a car. I have to have a bunch of shit that I have to lug with me for work. And I can't do that with public transport. I'm venting. Inflation sucks. Just living in America sucks. Living alone sucks. Great, but it sucks. Because you have to front all the expenses by yourself. I need a husband just so that I can live. So we can split the bill.
So this is my second video today talking about this topic, but I am literally so stressed out. I am applying for jobs left and right, and I'm feeling so defeated and so frustrated because I'm barely getting job interviews, and then when I do, they go so well, but I don't know how to make it work with our life. I genuinely don't know what I'm going to do for summer. I don't have childcare help as much as I used to. And I am just panicking. I am so stressed out. And I'm so frustrated that you have two people that create children, and one just gets to have the career they want, make whatever money they need to, work whatever hours they want to, and then you have the other one who's the primary default parent who has to navigate their life, their career around childcare and three people's schedules. And it is exhausting. And I'm feeling like I'm failing. And I'm trying so hard to be present and be there. And I just miss so much because of this situation. And I just wouldn't wish it upon anyone. I don't know how we're supposed to do it.
Another one says, rent is over $2,000 for a studio apartment. Why does it cost so much? Well, sweetheart, that's called supply and demand. And maybe you should have paid attention in economics class instead of scrolling through Instagram, reposting feminist quotes about how men are useless. Now they want to split the bills, conveniently, when life gets hard. I need a husband to split expenses. Oh, really? Now suddenly, partnership sounds pretty nice when the bills hit the table, but only after years of chanting, I don't need no man. I'm strong and independent. Let's be real. Modern women had the best of both worlds handed to them for years. Full access to education, full access to careers, full access to men's wallets via dating, alimony, and child support. Total freedom over their personal choices. They got all the benefits of independence until the moment true independence actually kicked in, paying for everything by yourself. Now the struggle hits different, and here's where the dark comedy begins. They turn themselves into victims of their own choices. The world is built for couples, not for singles. It's so unfair. Dating is so hard because men are intimidated by my independence. No, friend. Men aren't intimidated. They simply don't want to date women who act entitled, masculine, bitter, and emotionally unstable because you made poor financial decisions. Men are opting out because they see the endless red flags. And the sobbing TikTok confessions aren't helping your case. The modern feminist lie promised women freedom, endless fun, emotional empowerment, financial independence. What they actually got: loneliness, depression, financial stress, emotional breakdowns, and a rapidly decreasing dating market as they age. You can't scream, I don't need a man for 10 years, then cry because no man wants to rescue you financially at 33. Actions have consequences.
I think there are a lot of people out there who think that being a single person is really easy financially because they're like, oh, well, you only have to pay for yourself. And like, wrong. Yeah, I do only have to pay for myself, which means I have to pay for my rent entirely by myself. I don't split it with a partner. my council tax bill, even though there's only one person, is only discounted by 25%. So if you're splitting your bill down the middle with a partner, I'm still paying more than you individually. My energy bills, yeah, okay, I pay less than you, but I'm not paying half because most of that cost is a standing charge. If I want to go on holiday, I have to pay for the room or the cabin entirely by myself. If I want to get a mortgage, I have to have a bigger deposit, and I can't get approved to borrow as much because I only have one income. Like, financially is really, really difficult to be a single person, and I think more people need to remember that when they're talking to their single friends.
Combine finances with a partner until the age of 34, which was the first time I moved in with someone. I had lived my entire life on my own, I had my own house, have always paid for my own life, my own trips, my own dreams. And the financial benefits you receive when you start to like couple up with someone and join forces is like staggering. It is so expensive to be a single person. And I'm not saying this to like throw a pity party, but just to recognizing that that's just another added layer of the struggle. If you're chronically single or someone who's never been in a relationship at all, as someone who identifies as a late bloomer. And it just blows my mind how the world is meant for partnered people. It's built for partnered people. And not that single people pay a penalty, but it just means that everything's a little bit harder financially, emotionally, when you don't have that other person. And hey, if you are happily living single, this video is not for you. But for those people who are struggling with it, this is where this is like another, like it's like salt in the wound. I'm a financially independent person. I don't need anyone to cover my bills, but will be the first to tell you that it is helpful knowing that there is someone in life helping push you both forward, just in all the ways that matter. So it's just a hard part. It's just a hard part of the single struggle I want to recognize.
Here's the part no modern woman wants to hear. Men have been living this life forever. Men have always paid for their own rent, bought their own cars, fixed their own brakes, paid for their own vacations, paid full taxes, supported entire families, without crying into a camera for sympathy likes. The modern independent woman got her wish. Now she realizes how heavy the crown of independence truly is. And men are watching and walking away. Once upon a time, a woman's beauty, femininity, and traditional roles gave her massive leverage in the dating market. Now, many traded that for career obsession, masculine energy, attitude problems, unrealistic standards, and tons of emotional baggage. The result? Single, bitter, tired, and broke. Meanwhile, men build themselves, stack money, hit the gym, build their freedom, and have access to endless options while avoiding headaches. Another girl crying, "It's not fair. Single people have to pay more because everything is made for couples." And friend, welcome to reality. It's always been that way. Shared costs, shared responsibilities, shared burdens. That's what partnership was always supposed to be, but you wanted freedom. You got it. Now don't expect men to feel sorry for you when the freedom invoice arrives. Inflation sucks for everyone. But modern women seem shocked that rent rises, groceries cost more, car repairs exist, healthcare is expensive. This is life for adults. Men deal with it every day, without TikTok sob fests begging for sympathy. Men are watching these videos, shaking their heads and realizing they made the right decision. Why? No emotional drama, no financial drain, no ungrateful attitude, no one crying over car brakes and rent. Modern women created the very environment that now torments them. And the best part? Men no longer care. They're walking away, building themselves, and living peacefully while modern women drown in the consequences of the very independence they demanded. And that's why here, on this channel, we keep exposing this circus with respect, humor, and pure facts, while the rest of the world pretends not to see it. Welcome to Traditional Woman, where we don't do soft lies, just hard truths. Cheers.